So get this, I have never been in such a high state of ketosis, and it's all thanks to vegan keto. That's right, veto. Keep watching to find out what I ate and what I did and all that stuff. So we finished vegan/keto week.
Vegan keto week? I think we should call it vegan keto week.
Veto week.
The Vigo week.
So the top 3 things we learned this week. First, we're gonna show you all the foods that we ate and how we got the most nutrients out of them. Number 2, we're gonna show you all of the different sources of plant protein. And 3, we're gonna tell you how we got into such a high state of ketosis.
We've been doing a keto diet for about 10 months. I eat meat almost every single day. So going into this week, we did a lot of research into how to really thrive on a plant-based diet.
So obviously on a plant-based diet, we ate a lot of plants.
A lot of plants. In some of the research and the books I was looking into, I found out that if you put half an avocado on a salad, it can increase the amount of micronutrients you get from the lettuce by 1,500%. And basically that's just, it's huge. That's so much.
I eat a ton of broccoli and Brussels sprouts, as Jasper will attest.
Too much. The Brussels sprouts, it's not a good thing.
But I did learn something. Brussels and broccoli actually lose a majority of their nutrition a couple of days after they've been picked. So you really want to eat them when they are fresh to death.
So now when we go to the farmer's market, we ask the farmers when they picked the broccoli and Brussels sprouts. We try to get those vegetables within a day of being harvested, and we try to eat them within the next day or 2. Because if you let them go out too long, you're just losing all that value. You might as well not eat it. Most importantly,
crush your garlic, people.
We learned that if you crush garlic, it exposes different compounds in the garlic to each other, and it actually boosts the amount of micronutrients you're getting by a ton. If you crush it, wait 10 minutes, then cook with it, you get all the benefits. If you cook with it whole, you lose a majority of the nutrients.
What if you eat it whole? Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't take her advice for this. She's not a doctor. Next up, protein. So, going into this week, protein was the thing I was most concerned about.
Yeah, you were really stressing about that.
I was. It was giving me nightmares. I had like little chicken monsters flying around.
Okay, again, rambling. Just cut to the chase.
You interrupted me and then I went rambling.
Okay, sorry.
Most vegans get their protein from a combination of rices and beans, but those are both high in carbs. So we found a few great sources on this diet. We've been eating a lot of pea protein. SunWarrior makes a great blend. It's a complete protein source, all the amino acids you need.
Shout out to Thomas DeLauer for giving us that tip. Thanks, Tom.
And thanks for the discount. We also have been eating some hemp and some chia to supplement, so we're not getting all of our protein from one source. It's definitely a hard part of this. Basically, the majority of my protein has been coming from shakes. So I'll eat a dinner, take a shake afterwards, do a shake in the middle of the day.
In the middle of the night, you never know.
I wake up, I'm hungry, you know, it's a little time for some protein. But with such a variety of vegetables we've been eating, I haven't missed the protein sources. During this week, I've still managed to put on muscle. Doing a vegan keto diet for somebody who's trying to increase their weight or bulk up, it's totally doable. It's a little bit harder and you have to cook your own food, but it's possible.
Let's talk about ketones. Because for the past couple of months, I have really had a hard time getting above 0.5 when I check my blood for ketone levels. This week, I got up to 2.8. I know.
I don't even understand how that happened.
I looked at it and I was like, is this thing broken? Like, what?
Yeah, it looks like my scores.
Shocking. But we have a theory.
We do have a theory.
I was getting too much protein.
Yeah, if you look back, because we were using MyFitnessPal to track all of our macros. So by reducing the amount of protein you intake, it really helps with ketosis. That's one of the biggest myths about ketosis, is that people on keto eat a ton of meat. It's not true. In fact, less protein is actually gonna work in your favor. So what were the challenges we faced in vegan keto week?
Number 1, It was impossible to eat out. We were trolling Yelp for days, even in the city of San Francisco, California. This was nearly impossible.
Imagine all the restaurants and imagine a Venn diagram of every keto restaurant and every vegan restaurant. The overlap is like Blue Barn. It's like you can get a salad and you probably have to bring your own dressing.
Number 2, we had to cook a lot.
It was consuming our evenings, just getting everything cooked up, making sure it all finished at the same time, eating a lot.
And number 3, we had to get really creative with our protein. Now, some cool things we learned. Spirulina, which I mispronounced in the last episode.
Spirulina!
May be the most nutrient-dense food on Earth. 1 single tablespoon of powdered spirulina is actually 4 grams of protein. And this is the good type of protein, the same that you would get from eggs, which is high in amino acids. So we have a couple of takeaways from this week.
I learned that I don't have to be quite so dependent on meat. I found some alternatives for protein. I really enjoyed eating a bunch of vegetables this week, so I'm not going to be as concerned in the future with making sure I get a good source of meat with every meal.
For me, vegan keto kicked me into the highest state of ketosis I've ever been. And as a result, I had this immense feeling of energy and clarity at work, and it actually had a great ripple effect on my workouts. But the biggest takeaway of them all is that I loved this week so much, I'm gonna keep it going.
I think I might go back to at least a little ghee, maybe an egg here or there.
So that is vegan week.
We had a really good time this week, and I would challenge anyone out there to try what it's like to go a week without a dependency on carbs or meat.
And it really does show you that you can really make the most out of your plant-based diet. And we, I think, thrived this week and survived. You survived, I thrived.
That is so much more corny than what I did. Here we go.
Another week.
Another challenge.
It's like our new catchphrase.
I feel like I was really scared for vegan week and it turned out fine. So what's the worst that could happen? I shouldn't have said that. That was, oh God. Oh, what have I done?
You just jinxed it.
Oh, geez.
Okay,
Oh, God.
that's a great amount of shuffling.
Okay, all right.
Okay, good, perfect.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
Oh my gosh, I always been going in the middle. I hope it's okay. Journaling week.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wow, okay, so we're gonna take a little bit more of an intellectual week and really get to know our feelings and our thoughts on paper.
There's a lot of biohackers, a lot of people out there that claim the benefits of journaling are fantastic and that it helps both with your stress levels, with your satisfaction and happiness in life. So we'll do it and we'll see how it goes.
Now, I think we're gonna have to go and get a really nice notebook for me.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
excited.
You love a good notebook.
I love a good notebook. Thanks guys so much for watching, and remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.